good gaming friends? Welcome to another run of Super Auto Battlemon. We are the gaming disciples. Let's get into it, Riley.
All right.
All right, so my friends, we're at a little bit of a new format. We've been gone for the last few episodes. We're going to try a high-level run. Once we get knocked out of there, then we're going to head on to the casual run there and just run it casually, and we're going to chit-chat back and forth, hang out with you guys, and have a good time. So if you like that format, well, let us know, and we'll make some more casual videos with some chit-chat. All right, let's go.
All right. So I'm thinking that one is going to be our start if we go with Monku. That if we want to do a Bayleaf.
Bayleaf.
Okay.
Let's do Bayleaf. We got to get a victory with Bayleaf.
All right. Let's
We do.
try.
He's my boy. You're my boy, Bayleaf. You're my boy.
We got a bug. We got a bug.
We got a bug. Bug's good. All right. Got a muscle bug. And of course we lose. You're not going to win.
No.
I don't think it's even possible. So
No.
like I just think the stack-a-ronios and all their powers. Whatever. I'm putting my wand. It's probably my thing now. I have my wand.
Having the wand.
Having my wand. I can one out. Cast a spell on you.
Well,
I got
we killed
subscribe. Pew! Right. God, baby. Okay, what do we got there? We got 2 leaf and 2 bug. That's not shabby.
Yeah.
Not shabby. Okay, I think we've got this little grass, man. We got a green run here, baby. So I can call my pot store the green run.
The green run.
I've noticed a lot of those pot stores now. As we're in Canada, of course. So in the States, you still go to jail for 100 years. But here in Canada, they just can go down to the street and buy them. But anyway, I notice a lot of them now are getting away from the green.
They are.
I think it's a mistake. You know why,
I
Riley?
agree.
I think it is because of visual quickly, you know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of us saw one purple sign went up the other day.
Yeah.
I've seen one there that was like a red fiery looking thing, and I'm like, what's? Oh, I have no idea what that was. Anyway, I mean, I don't smoke myself, but I'm just saying, as a marketing point of view,
Yeah. Marketing is weird.
I think it's a little weird not to be green. I'm just saying, you don't have to, clearly. I'm just saying, once I look up there, oh, I want to get me some pies, and I'm like, boom, I know where I'm going, right? So.
Oh, we're not looking too good.
Of course it's not right. Of course it's not. This is a high level garbage here. Okay, well, who are we gonna?
I guess Bayleaf.
Yeah, let's give him the stacks. Give him some muscles.
Got just enough level.
When we kind of have to. It's the only chance. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Maybe level 2 guy in here for sure. Oh, there's not
there's
though.
not,
Ooh,
there's
I was
not.
mistaken. I was too cocksure there, my friend. Too cocksure.
Let's see. Let's see if we can survive like this. Come on, apply all your frickin'. Go. You know, I think
We
good.
might have
I
it. We
think
might
we're
have
good.
it. All right, engage. We might have this one. We
Oh,
might
I thought
have
I-
this one. No. We spoke too soon. You're too cocksure against there. We were. We did her. We did her. Let's give Shaka Zulu there. All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we're screwed.
Yeah. But that's all right. You win some, you lose some. As one of my favorite characters of all time would say, right? He'd say, the way she goes, boys. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't go. And she didn't go that time. All right, let's get back. Let's go some casual here.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go. Okay. What about casual? Go with chaos.
Oh, yes,
go
yes,
chaos.
yes. We said we were going to do a chaos run.
Chaos run. Here we go. All right. Where are we going?
Wow, that's a lot of no fights.
There's a lot of no fights. There's a lot of no fights. Did we fighting a? Well, I guess it's random. We have 2 win though.
2 win
We have
Gnock.
2 win Gnox. Yeah.
We're gonna have a team of Gnox, I think.
It looks like it. Doesn't matter though. It's just a model, right?
Well, no, it does matter because
does?
they carry their health, armor, attack, speed.
Oh, do
stuff.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of crap.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's
But so
yeah.
because we have mentioned a few times now that we're working on a
A
role-playing
role-playing game. Yes, we are.
Why not? How about we talk a little bit about role-playing games in general and like.
Oh,
What?
you're gonna get me rolling here, buddy. Role-playing games are my thing, Riley.
I know.
That is my #1 thing.
So what's the biggest difference between a role-playing game and a video game?
Okay, so for those of you out there, and of course I will absolutely talk about RPG. First of all, my big thing This is what role-playing games do on the tabletop. Number one thing, okay? They bring you together with your friends. All right, that's absolutely 110% what I love most about role-playing games. They bring you together with your friends in a different way than other mediums do, okay? I mean, as a man myself, and as Riley is a man, and, well, all of our dudes we hang with are all dudes, all right? When dudes get together, we have to do something, all right? Men get together, we go hunting, Rileys. We go fight wars.
Yeah.
We build things together. Men have to do something, all right? That's what we do. And the role-playing game has all of that together, right? So, and of course I've had, you know, the girls who come play too, but it's not as common. It's nice nowadays there are, you know, more women into the role-playing stuff, which is great, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But as far as me and the lads go, when we get together, we got to do something, right? And the role-playing game has it all, right? We got social interaction.
Yep.
But then we also have a conflict, all right? And the role-playing game gives us that conflict to work together. And we're not opposing one another, right? We're a group of dudes, we're working together, hanging out, having a good time. We have a goal, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is, right? You take a role of that character, right? And you have something we're working all together with. And that's the biggest fun, right? It's hanging out with your friends, you have a goal, you're working together, and you're accomplishing something together, right? Now, video games, on the other hand, I like video games, don't get me wrong. I enjoy video games, but they do not hold a candle for me personally to the role-playing game. All right? When I was a kid, of course, you play video games, but once I discovered the role-playing games, that was my main thing, right? All my buddies would come over, and, you know, Dungeons & Dragons, of course, was a big one. I've played more Dungeons & Dragons than most people out there. I absolutely have. Okay, and I've run multiple campaigns for many years, long campaigns for Dungeons & Dragons, right? But that's the biggest difference, right? The video game is fun, right? The video game is awesome, all right? And now they're fantastic nowadays, although I'm going to say this, Riley.
Okay.
I think the late 90s, early 2000s, those were the heyday of the video game.
They were. Especially
they were the golden age.
Even the console and computers, they were pretty on par with each other. You had a fantastic console games. You had fantastic computer games.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But anyway, the question was the role playing, all right?
Yes.
And of course, you have the video game. Yeah, you can come together, your friends, you can play with them, yada yada. And it's nice when you're in the same room. The old good days of split screen. That was good, and that was good. All right, that was fun. But you don't have the interaction you do with a role playing game, right? Because the role playing game, you don't program it, right? The rules are malleable. I mean, specifically for the system that I'm creating, which I don't want to reveal too much yet, but it takes that malleability that of, you know, the spirit of the role-playing game, and it really bakes it into that system. A lot of role-playing games don't. Like D&D is fairly hard-lined on its rules, but they even say in the rules that, you know, make up whatever you need to make up. Put your own rules and yada yada. So every role-playing game has that, which video games don't. You're not going to get that.
Yeah.
Right? It has to be programmed. That's what it is, a programmable medium. AI can only do so much. But for me as a dungeon master, well, I can take the role of that NPC. Exactly. I can put a flair onto them. I can say, what would they do in this situation? How do they think, right? And as you become a more experienced dungeon master, obviously, and a creator of fiction and, you know, just anything to do with, you know, the creative mediums, you know, and creating characters, you know, you can start to make them more real, right? And those interactions with you as if you're interacting with that character, right? Instead of an NPC's program, right? And that's the beauty of the role-playing. You come together with your friends for that goal, right? Working together for that. And you're creating something at the same time, right? Creating that world. Specifically in the RPG that I'm creating, it has metrics in the game that are baked in there that help the players even add some things into the story as well.
Yeah, because everybody wants to be able
to interact.
Yeah.
That interaction's important, right? Yeah. And, you know, the dungeon master, ultimately what the dungeon master says goes, because he's the arbiter of the game, the godly figure, if you will. But there has to be some interaction with the players, and that's some of the metrics that are in my role-playing game, is that's what we have, right? And that's the beauty of the role-playing game, is that interaction, number one, right? And, you know, you're sitting there playing with your friends, and honestly, like, I think some of the best times that I've had have been with a role-playing game.
I agree.
I mean, and you don't have as much role-playing experience as I do.
Not quite, no.
You know?
No, definitely not.
But they're like, look at our last couple months of the play test we've done. We've had a blast.
Oh, so much fun.
And it's just,
yeah.
You go through life, and, you have to go to work. You've got bills to pay, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, life's kind of boring sometimes.
Yep.
That's why people like video games. The escapism is a big thing, right? Movies, TV. The reason why I don't, I like movies, don't get me wrong, and love the storytelling and all that. The reason why I don't watch a lot of TV and movies until there's something of significance to watch, because they don't have that interaction, for one. And, I mean, another one is they, let's face it, they make garbage nowadays.
Yeah,
for the most part. There's rare you're going to get
masses.
something, right? And there's rare you're going to get something good. I'm not going to waste my time. My time I'd rather spend, most times spend writing and stuff. But if I want to do that, I'm going to get together, instead of watching movies with my friends, we do on occasion.
Yep.
But we get together, we role play. We get to have interaction. We get to use our imaginations, our minds, instead of just watching a TV screen. Same thing, I'd rather be stimulated with a video game and interacting with it alone than just watching something, right? And don't get me wrong, of course, I do watch TV occasionally and stuff. But I wait till there's some movie I want to see or whatnot. And I've studied film extensively, don't get me wrong. I've studied film, and I enjoy film. But it does not, again, hold a candle to the medium of, in my opinion, what you can do with role-playing, or you can do with even video games. A lot of those interactive stories that you can tell, right?
Yep, that's right.
So that's the number one thing. You get together with your friends. You're telling a story, you're working together, and stuff's happening, right? You're interacting, and it's fun. And rolling dice is fun. Don't get me wrong.
It's so
that
much fun.
And that, without our role-playing game, has that fun factor of the dice baked in there, right?
Yeah.
From a design point of view, it's like, okay, you want your dice to be efficient, but there is also that fun factor of the dice and what they represent, that random factor, and that physical nature of the dice, the act of rolling it, of saying, okay, my D8, my D20, my D whatever. A lot of role-playing games, I think, go too much for the efficiency of, like, D&D is I roll one dice, add a number together, then I roll some damage dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
It focuses too much on that. We have all these beautiful dice to work with, right? And you're basically rolling a D20, then maybe a D6s or D8s or something. But then it gets out of hand, in my opinion, of like, oh, now the 20 D6s I have to roll for like some breath weapon or something like that, right? There has to be that consistency of, hey, I want to roll some dice, not too many, not too few, and I want to use all my fun dice, right? A lot of games will use dice pool systems, for example. Where sometimes they get way too out of hand, the old Shadowrun games back in the day. Where it's like 50 D6s.
Which is just too, like, every time you roll, then you have to, like, sit there and you're trying to pool and find. And
no, the dice pooling in that regard sometimes gets too out of hand.
Yeah.
Now I will go deeper into, single die and dice pool systems later and the benefits. Because I have been role-playing and creating role-playing games for, like, 20 years. Like, since I was a kid, I started off. My mom would not let me play Dungeons & Dragons. So I took what I knew about role-playing games and I made my own game. So I literally started, because my mom wouldn't let me play D&D, right? So I started off in like junior, it was elementary school actually, when I started that. And
when you started to make your own.
Yeah, it was literally elementary school. And of course it was crap, because I was like 10.
Yeah.
Right? But that gave me that foundation, studying how the games work and all that, and build up and up and up and up until, until you can actually make something now that's not, what a 10-year-old could do. But, all right, I think we won. Did we win?
We did.
I wasn't paying attention. I believe that's another victory.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
All right.
Easy
Peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, come back. Now, subscribe first of all, then come back. And if you want to, if you like our chit-chat, let us know. We'll make some more chit-chatty videos. And we'll see you next time.